Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Jake, and we are currently at Martine's Fine Bake Shop in Tuckahoe, New York. In a few moments, we are going to meet the owner of Martine's, Tal. She's going to give us some insight on her business and how her business is so successful. We also have with us today Natalie and Megumi. We would like to begin with our first question. How long have you been in this Eastchester location?
We're here from 2008. So, yeah, we opened October 2008.
Wonderful. How did your business survive the challenges of a pandemic?
The first 2 weeks, it was tough when everybody got scared and stayed at home, and it was tough the first 2 weeks. After the first 2 weeks, we started. We didn't want to let any of our employees. We didn't want to lay them off. We tried not to. And after the 2 weeks, we started offering delivery services and pickup services, and it started picking up. And all in all, we survived. We didn't let anybody go, and it's good. It's good. It was good.
Have you seen a decrease in profits during the pandemic?
No, we actually grew 30%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Interesting.
So I think it was extremely important not to close because I believe that, you gotta stay in motion, object in motion stays in motion. No, you have to stay open and being that everything else was closed, people came over here, they didn't have any other choice, so they came here and they stayed with us, so the business grew.
Wow, that's really interesting. Can you give us a little bit of your background in this industry?
We grew up in the food industry. My father had restaurants. We were born and raised in Israel, so my father had restaurants and coffee shops since we were in diapers. So we worked in this industry our whole lives. So that's where it comes from. Schools and everything else.
How did your company, I know you said your company grew 30%. How exactly, I know you said, with other places being closed, but how else did you grow throughout the challenges that your company, or your business, endured?
Well, the pandemic, we are fine with the challenges of the pandemic. The challenges we face right now is supply and demand, and we have also a problem with price increase. Every day it's different prices than the day before, so we're having problems with that. So we're taking a huge hit in profit, but we have to. I can't. If I had to let the customer bear the price increase, my customers will not be able to afford coming here. So we're working on a very low profit margins right now. Hopefully it will change.
How would you say you manage the task of paying for your supplies, paying for your employees, and making sure you also make a profit?
Well, there's a formula to running a food business. You cannot. The biggest expense of a food business or anything like especially the food business is payroll. Mm-hmm. So you have to watch payroll. Yeah, and we have a lot of employees. We have about 60 employees that it's tough. It's tough. We have to pay attention to every little penny that goes into payroll. So I run daily reports, I run monthly reports, and that's the way I manage that. Now the supplies too, it's tough as well. Even something like a lid of a coffee cup went from 8 cents to 17 cents. And so every little thing, people don't think about, okay, the napkin and the coffee cup lid and a stir We don't pay attention to things like this, but everything went up. It's more than double. Honey, for example, in the beginning of the pandemic, doubled. Immediately doubled. So it's a challenge. Eggs, more than doubled, so it is tough.
How do you decide how much you're going to charge for an item?
Again, there is a formula to what we need to make a profit, how much profit we need to make to keep everything afloat. Right now, we don't stick by the regular formula. Right now, as I said, we're taking a hit on a lot. We're taking a hit on a lot, like coffee, let's say. I have to raise my coffee. I'm so leery of doing it. My coffee went up 37% and my prices are the same. And it's a toss up what I can do. Let's say pies. Something like the pies, let's say, because we make everything from scratch. They're extremely expensive to make. And I'm not saying my pies the price is cheap. But let's say pumpkin pie, that it's so popular and so American for Thanksgiving. I am going to actually price much lower than my other pies, just to for people not to have such big expenses during the holidays. So it's a give and take with the prices. I can't raise them so much. So I'm very leery about that.
What are some of the challenges that came with opening up a bakery in New York State?
Well, first of all, New York State, the taxes are extremely high. And payroll is very, very high in New York State. Other than that, it is what it is,
Did you have to take any special classes through New York State in order to be able to serve?
Yes, it's a safe server certificate that we have to get. We have to go through courses, and I have plenty of people over here that have those certificates. Yeah.
So now we're going to get a little more to the brighter side of things. What is your most successful item here at Martine's?
Most people will tell you the babka. I don't agree. Everything that's on the shelves here sells. Everything. If I put something out and I give it 3 months, 4 months, and if it doesn't sell, it's off the shelves. Because if it doesn't sell, it's going to get old. And I'm not going to let it get old. I'm going to throw it out, and that's a big expense. That's a loss of the business. So it's out. With that being said, from all the coffee cakes, yes, it is the babka. From, let's say, cookies, it's the rainbow cookies. From sandwiches, it's the turkey avocado. So it depends what it is, the category of my, if it's pastries, cakes, coffee cakes, it depends.
Has your bakery ever received any notable recognition from New York State or Westchester County?
Yes, yeah, we got. There's a lot of awards. I don't remember all of them, but like Best of Westchester. Yeah, we just got the best bakery and the best French macaroons. And
congratulations!
Thank you.
And our last question is: can you explain to us how Martine's differentiates itself from the other bakeries in town?
Yeah, I think the number one is consistency. That you tasted something today, and if you eat it in a year from now, the same item, it's going to taste the same. It's going to taste the best. We use the best ingredients, and I think that you hear it with a lot of places. But besides using the best ingredients, we have such talented people working for us, and we are very innovative. We love what we do, and we have a huge selection. I don't think you're gonna find anywhere in the States a selection like this. We travel around the world. We get inspirations. We know a lot of people around the world. We do our homework, and that's where this comes from. It's a lot of hard work, dedication, and we love what we do. So yeah.
Well, I'm sure as everyone will agree, we had a wonderful time meeting Ty. We would like to thank Ty for taking the time to meet with us today. And also, if you've never had Martins before, you have to come try it. It's one of the best in our town. It's located at 10 Fisher Ave in Tuckahoe in the Crestwood section, right across the street from the Crestwood train station. And is there anywhere we can find you on social media or your website?
Yes, it's martinsbakery.com and Martins Fine Bake Shop. You can find it on Instagram. We have a wonderful Instagram if you wanna follow us. There's a lot of giveaways there, and it's fun. So be my guest. Follow us.
Wonderful.
Phyllo is basically just a plain phyllo. It's butter, milk, flour, salt, and sugar. And, fresh peaches with lemon zest, orange zest, clear gel, and sugar.
And this is a seasonal pie. It's not like all the time pie. So it's a seasonal pie, and this is the reason why we have it right now. Okay?
So I'm making the Napoleon now. It's 4 layers of pork crispy dough, caramelized. You see, this is caramelized. This is very crispy, and it's filled with 3 layers of custard. When it's going to be filled, I will light them tomorrow.
Okay.
And this gentleman here is making
And
the
then
7
right here
layers.
is making the 7-layer cake.
Chocolate buttercream. Pure butter, huh? No margarine, anything like that. 100% organic. Okay.
And that's going to conclude our interview at Martins. We thank you for joining us. And remember, we've been playing economics since '05.